Hello, I am Damien, and I am Gamien, and this here is SaGa Frontier 2. When last we left off, the game was really mean to me, and I didn't appreciate it, and I was very grumpy about it. I was the grumpiest I could be. And so, as promised, off screen, I took care of the situation. But I wanted to make certain I didn't leave any story out for anyone. I don't like those disembodied hands. I don't like them. They creep me out a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, that is an accurate representation of what happened in the game, though. Anywho, so yeah, I didn't really maybe lose all of my train of thought. Oh fuck. So yeah, just didn't want to lose any plot for anyone, any of the story. So we stopped just shy of completing the mean thing, but we made certain it was done in a way that I can't lose. It's impossible now. And hello, welcome, Akumaryu. So here we go. Oh my god, they're approaching. But as you can see, it is turn 8. And we do have all of our units because, haha, screw you, we don't need them, but we have them. So we just have to end our turn, and I will show you the awesome strategy that we used to maintain all of our people. You got a battle command, and then we defend with everyone. Yes, I have to fight with David. Get them all out of the way. But yeah, this way they don't ever... Basically, as suggested, once I got to the point where, yep, we have failed to retreat. Victory to Gustav. Oh no. Yeah, as suggested by the thing I was reading to help explain how to get past this horrible battle. I did. It's the worst thing ever. I'm gonna lose now. I probably should restart and ensure that the unit doesn't actually die. Yeah. But yeah, it just suggests, once you manage to successfully actually get through the, restart the entire battle, true. Yeah, it just suggests, once you clear off enough of the other units, which I cleared off all of them, because I don't trust anything else. It's like, as also, I don't remember if Humbug suggested it during the Strem, or if it was after Strem, to me personally. But yeah, just basically, it's a matter of... No, it was during the Strem. Yeah, it was just basically a matter of like, okay, once you get to that point, you just gotta kind of sit them in front of Gustav's units. Specifically, you have to also pay attention to exactly when they start moving. And then block them off. Because if you put someone in front of Gustav or his steel min units, they start moving early, I found out. So you have to keep everyone one space away, and then just before they start moving on their own, move them forward a unit, move them forward a space. Because otherwise, you just won't have the space you need to use up all the turns. But there we go, that is the end of turn 8, and therefore we win. The southern army of the Duke of Labos arrives. David is victorious. Would you like to save up until this point? After the Battle of South Mountaintop, the lords gather at Han Nova. The lords meet for... Oh, you're just listening to this song, sorry. After the battle at South Mountaintop, the lords gather at Han Nova. The lords meet for the official signing of the peace treaty. The lords and independent cities across the world sign this treaty. This treaty becomes known as the Han Nova Treaty, after the location in which it was signed. After signing the treaty, the notable lords gave their speeches. To this day, the speech of David, Count of Jade, the central figure of the treaty, remains in the hearts of the people. My people, we have finally reached this day. From all over the world, people have gathered to work hard in hand to... Sorry, have gathered to work hand in hand. Have gathered to work hand in hand to achieve our peace. Yet much sweat and tears have been shed. No blood, though. No blood has actually been shed. Just sweat and tears. The animas of many have been lost. Never mind, we aren't talking about blood, we're talking about anima. It's SaGa Frontier 2, after all. We must not forget their precious sacrifices. The peace we have today we owe to the hardships and efforts of our predecessors, especially the founder of this city of Han Nova, Gustav the Steel. He has brought upon us a new era of steel and artistry. Among all of you, there might be those that look upon Lord Gustav as the disruptor of order, the summoner of battles and of confusion. Yet what Lord Gustav has taught us is that we humans can become whatever we seek with our own will. Oh, that would be beautiful. Oh, sorry, I'm picturing the child being stabbed again. He has proven to us that what people are or what they become is not determined by their birth or anima. Pause for cheering. And also, there were many around Lord Gustav who supported him throughout his endeavors. Even such a great man as Lord Gustav needed the aid of his friends, trustworthy comrades who helped him achieve his goals. As for us, we will need even further cooperation among ourselves. Ideally, my father Charles would have been the one standing here today. I will swear to utilize all of my resources to uphold and defend this treaty. And then I just leave, never to be seen again. True to his word, David defends the treaty to the end. During the 50 years until his anima returns to nature, the treaty lives on. Many have named this period the Peace of David. His name was praised throughout the thousands, something or other. Remember when Gustav was born? Remember when Gustav was older? Remember when Gustav left? Oh no, I finished the Gustav part of the storyline. But yay, that means no more war battles. Remember when Gustav was punching, whatever his name was? The guy who shouldn't have had a kid, and yet he apparently did? He was such a simp for Gustav. I shouldn't say that, my apologies. Don't trust me. Don't listen to me, Twitch. Remember when Gustav made a thing? Remember when Gustav stared at a fire? Remember when Gustav stared at the thing he made? Remember when Gustav sat in a tree? There's Flynn again. I actually do remember when Gustav sat in a tree. I also remember that party. It's where he met his girlfriend. No play, only remember. Oh hey, it's Kelvin, the fuck. Remember when Gustav's mom died? Remember it? Remember it? She was very flat. Ah, yes. When we infiltrated a city by saying, hey, this one guy that you trust is a dick. By the way, we're going to invade you and destroy you. To remind you of all the good times you had with Gustav. Because it's the end. It's a speed run. Not all of it. It was also a tactical game. Or wartime strategy. Tactical, kind of. It was pain, is what that part was. Oh, hey, Nibelheim. Strum? Nibelstrum? Stern? Nibelstern. Stern. Ah, remember when Gustav executed the dude? You know, if we had known each other in a different time, we might have been brothers. Because we were brothers. But then you spat on me, so death to you. I'm the chitter-sitter now. Hello, brother. How dare you point at me? Oh. I honestly was expecting him to just turn around and leave. That would have been glorious. Come in. Point! Leave. Ah, yes. The attacking of the stand. Remember when we made a town? Maybe we'll be able to go to that town now. Soon. Ah, here it is! Is it going to show the whole scene? Is it going to show the whole... Okay, so nothing says that kid actually died, necessarily. Okay, well, in that case, I might know who Gustav is. Ah, yes, hello. Hello, anime pose person who existed for 2 areas. Yeah, I feel like I was pretty close to figuring it out. I just genuinely didn't remember at all that the dragon took off his quote-unquote corpse. Tis I again. Now watch as I die to a bunch of things. Because poison. Yes, Flynn and Flynn's father and or son, I don't remember which one. Flee! And then let me not play as Gustav again. Instead play as Johann. And then all the bits that didn't actually have Gustav in it, because he died. We're fleeing of Hanova. Oh no, my comb. Dun, 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 dun. Old Man Kelvin, with his children, Charles and some other guy. This is true. I'm sure in Japan they had a book that actually said what it was. Because it seems like all the JRPGs that have unknowns seem to have those in this era, back in this era in Japan. It's like, oh yeah, here's this book that's like, you know, it is canonical and is also explanations of things that we didn't have in the game. I like the fact that that does indeed pretty much. I mean, he might, and we do still have a small bit of wibbly wobbly going on. But by and large, we are now playing the Will file because the Gustav file is over. Which is fine because we got more egg to find. Also, technically, it's more so the Ginny file at this point. To Gustav's stronghold. Ginny's party hits the Han Nova, the stronghold of a man who calls himself Gustav. This is fair. Yeah, it's hard to say with the whole... Like, Firebrand... I've already forgotten, based on that thing. It's like, I don't know, maybe the dragon took the sword with him. Oh no. Cool. I wish we had made 3 entertainment districts. And this is the... I believe we're going to actually do this one next because this is technically older. As in, not quite to the point of Ginny, I don't think. Because it's Eleanor, and I think this was technically still a Will file at this point. Yeah. So we're just checking all the things. Ah, yes, pursuing the egg. Remember when we followed the egg? Good times. And over here we've got the insect megalith still, which I feel like is before Ginny and the egg type stuff. So we'll probably do that after. Basically, the teams start going slightly chronologically. As little as we can actually muster that. So we will start with the one with Eleanor, and then we'll do the one with the insect mama megalith. Okay, all the more reason. By the way, do we have more chronicle yet? Of course we don't. This is literally the whole chronicle. Just these. Sure. Alrighty. Eleanor first. Using an old document, Eleanor heads for an ancient city deep in the forest. Into the forest. Oh. That's cute that they actually drew a little map in there for that. Where are we, though? That's a big old tower. Okay. Well, I like her already. This is a map of the forest. But even with this map, the story is that no one's ever made it to the destination. Mark my words, we're going to find the tower. From the top of the tower, we should be able to climb above the branches of this deep forest and scan the surrounding area. A tower, huh? At this point, the tower might already have collapsed. And even if it's still intact, is it guaranteed to be taller than this forest? If that happens, I'll have you climb up a tree instead. What in the world are we looking for, Eleanor? It's a long story. It's a long story if I try to explain. Just find the tower and then I'll tell you. Okay. You always get your way. Do you have a problem with that? You're welcome to bail out if you don't like it. Heaven forbid. I'm getting paid a large fee, so I have no complaints. Okay, so indeed we have Patrick and Raymond and whoever the fuck Rich is. Man, these guys are old now. And they still suck, I hate you. Who are you, Rich? Oh my god, someone who uses swords? That doesn't make any sense. And another wow, that's a lot of firepower. I'm gonna say another stick user. Okay, time to. Okay, that's a horrible stick. Let's give you a better stick. Do we have better shoes to give you? Oh, forest map. We can just equip it. Neat. Alrighty, well, so we currently have flame and tree equipped, and water. But what we do have tree. Good. That's what we want. So we got bush fire, flame and tree right in there. Bush fire, and a gale strike. On the off chance that we do anything actually physical, time and tide. So we got flame and tree and water. What do you beast for that? Tone. Yeah. How about we give you life water? That's stone. We don't got any stone equipped. We don't have any stone equipped. Ah, yes, tree flame. Make people fall asleep. That thing that never worked. I don't know. I guess just in case some stone enemies show up, you can do more things. Alright, so tornado blade's a good thing to have. Dead end is a good thing to have. Regen is a good thing to have. I don't actually know what you have equipped. Okay, you got Beast Flame. Terrible tone. So Beast Flame tone. Beast Flame tone. Beast Flame tone. Beast Flame tone. Haha, Beast Flame. Beast Flame tone. Yeah, I don't know, we can probably give you fire. We can give you the all-powerful Firestorm. Hey, you already got fire. Right, you have fire. Derp. Okay. Good enough for me right now. I guess I should verify with Patrick and what's his name? Stump stuff. Okay, you got your time and tide and your tornado divide. You're good. I do not have incinerate now. And you got your powerhouse bow things as well. So probably what things do you got? You got stone there because you got stone here that you never use. Stone and tree. Stone tree water tone. Stone tree water tone. Stone tree. That's stone tree and beast. You gotta have some beasties for that. Oh, the same if you equip that. Dun, 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 dun. What am I trying to do? I guess I'm giving you beast things. So I'm like, I'll give you something that can do beast. You got tone, you got tree, you got stone there. These shoes are terrible. Let's give you something beastly. Such as a red scarf. That's beastly, right? Of course not. Just looking at the other options I got for things. Okay. Where did it go? Beast amulet. Boop. And now, how much space do I got open? Not up more than I thought. Okay. Alrighty, well, here we go. Eleanor and her friends. Well, that was rude. That's what I'm looking for, my phone. That's right, whatever your name was again. Not Patrick, the other one I hate. My brain farted entirely. Regardless, continue to stare at the rock butt of that rock beast. Okay, I got my stuff filled up. It came in like a firestorm. Anyway, Gale Strike. You're a stone beast, therefore rock crush. Ha ha ha. Just in case, let's try to petrify you. Otherwise, we will be doing things like tornado blading. You're a rock. Ow. No, it's dead. Haha, we did it. Look at Eleanor trying to be cool. Fuck you, Patrick. Raymond, that's the name. Fuck you, too. I get no beef with you yet, Rich. Okay, bye. I probably shouldn't avoid things too much. Except this isn't our final party, so what do I care? Oh no, a hair friend! Rock crush! Rock crush! Hair friend. Become stone, just like your rhino, buddy. Except it's not gonna happen due to timing of placement of things. Yep, that tornado blade's gonna deal with it all. Tornado blade duo attack. Rude. Bonk. Hello, the party was victorious. And only Rich leveled up. I remembered I was going to check this. Eleanor, what the crap does bandwagon mean? Buttons. I remember I couldn't beat the different version of them, possibly also them. And it wasn't that I couldn't beat them. It was just a pain in the ass to fight them. Okay, what does bandwagon do? Raises combo rate of following move. Ah. Okay. And versatile. Lower chance of being countered by the enemy. I've never really run into that, except for in those horrible, horrible things. Ooh, perplexion. Lowers the enemy's spell efficiency. Diversion, prevent enemy combos. Q. We can actually tanks with someone. Q. Anyway, you guys should do a thing. Such as, you got terrible at defense. How about you minimize damage taken? And you are Mr. Marshall, so yeah, prioritize martial and weapon attacks. Why not? I don't know what that even means, but whatever. What's the other attack? Spell attack. Recover protean. Use the land to reinforce spell recovery. SP recovery rate up. Oh. But we give that to, what was your versatile do again? I don't think I cared. Large change, yeah, attacks with various actions. And how about you do Protean? And you, how about you also do Protean? What? Only one person can be a Protean? Rude. Well, then it's going to be you. And you can... Perplexion! Support, defense, commander, yeah. Be a Protean. Okay. There we go. Let's keep moving. Oh no, an ant. That's not an ant, that's a big old spider boy. Alrighty, I want to be able to... What do I have to use if I'm going to get incinerate? That thing that I apparently don't have. My boy. We don't have any hybrid arts with a spear. Yeah, one guy's using a spear right now, and I'm not really set up to use his spear, I don't think. No hybrid arts, we're looking just regular, probably under fire. There we go, incinerate. Flame, tree stone. Well, Eleanor is the only person I can think of who might be able to do that one, because I don't remember what everyone else has. It's probably not her too. She is awesome looking. Flame tree. You got stone in here somewhere? The answer is no. So I am a fool who should also be pulling out. Right. Okay, doke. What are we doing? We are going tree. Swing. Rude. Have a gale strike. Okay, bye. Yeah. Okay, does somebody have flame tree stone? Flame tree stone. Nope, that's flame again. You almost do, Patrick, but I wouldn't trust you for that. Stone tree... No flame. Flame... Tone. Okay, so we don't actually have the ability to get that, so therefore, how about, have a rock art? There we go, flame tree stone. Now we can do it. Also, no matter what we do, you're gonna have to... Here, we'll fight another one. Eleanor. But also recover HP, Eleanor. And go back to the thing, because I don't remember what the actual order of stuff was. Flame, tree stone. We've got it. Flame, tree, stone. Haha! That's very not helpful to me. We are looking at you have taken too much damage. Let's try again, Miss Curly Shoes. Flame, tree, stone. Do the thing. That's not the thing. Which means you're going to do that recovery thing again. We don't need to recover status. He's not done a status to us. 100, 150. So, question, can we please learn the thing this time? Flame, tree, stone. Learn the thing. That's not the thing. Mercy, please, huh? Yeah, not happening. We're not getting that badly beat up. Kinda. Flame. 3 stone, goddammit. It would probably help to be trying to do this with someone who, like, she's really good with fire, and that's about it. So maybe I should stop trying at the moment. Considering I can also just leave now. Good job. Good job. Romance. Alrighty, Mr. Rich, I believe your name is. We're gonna let you have some fun for a moment first now, because we don't actually have the ultimate sword yet. Yeah, that's right, you fight the land clacking, slash back, slash cleave, slash. And it does work too to just do that. Good deflection. Good deflection. How dare you not deflect? You're probably fine still. Or not. Yep, there you go. Good job, Rich. Goddamn garbage. Boop. Yeah, I want to go into the anthole. The anthole filled with land kraken. You'll get caught up in the... Ooh, the big hit. The slightly not as big hit. Mercy, please! No. We beg not for mercy from one such as a land kraken. Especially we can learn multi-way. Or we will continue to dice with the slices. Rude, that was mine. Is he dead now? Thank you for the deflection. Almost. Do the thing. It's not quite the thing. It's a very slightly different thing. Congratulations on finding a spur. Oh no. Patrick, why not? With your powerful stick. What else do you have equipped? You have a spear? What was the other thing? A spur? No, an axe. We don't need axe. Alrighty, let's just end this. Think. Focus. Beat off. Haha! How many... Is this going to be a permanent spider hole? I'm not allowed to actually go in and see what's inside spider hole. You are not who I meant to pull out. Well, too late now. How do we do your thing? Okay. I don't either. That's why I'm not trying to hurry past them yet. Be hit with the Pyramid of Prisms. Aha. HP has been... Maybe we'll always have 2 to spit out, and so if I can get around them... Maybe that'll be what we need to do. Faint focus, beep beep. I really understand the name Time and Tide. Bum, bum. Patrick's staff leveled up. Yeah. I mean, the question is whether or not I can actually get past them at all. But I think there will always be 2 that poop out. No, you have an axe. We already determined that. Oh no. Yeah, there's another one. I don't think there's anything in that hole. I think we're gonna just move on. Rock Beast and his friends, huh? I know how to deal with that. Firestorm. Rock Crush or something. I don't know. Also Firestorm. I think we don't have Beast on you. Or Stone. Or, well, we do have Tree through the... Oh, Tree Twig, though. Twig Twig. Yeah, we got it. Yeah. Ba-ba-ba words. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da. That's new. Let's see what that looks like. Other than he's going to survive long enough to see. Haha! Okay, what's down here then? Yes, I see you're a plant. Sure. Fire, flame, flame. Pre-stone. Wood dagger, how great. Ah, it's in Stardust. I guess I'll keep it. What that? Does it also have the meteor fall of the Chris knife? Yes, it do, but only one-time use. I still have no idea where we actually are compared to that map. And therefore, let's keep moving. Well, this is the broken down tower, maybe. I'm somewhere on the map. Exactly. Okay, yeah, I think we're at that squat tower now. And therefore we should go up. But what's down? Ah, ants. Hi. You are horrifying. Oh, I don't like this at all. Time and tide. Time and tide. Here's the prism. Nope, not cross slash. Dead end. Please be insta-killed. Oh no. How? Boy, I sure do love running into optional bosses when we go the wrong way. Intentionally. Oh. I'm sorry, did he just... Did we combo with him? Sorry, did I combo with the enemy? I am confused. Boy, Patrick, you are almost out of the only thing you're good with. Okay, let's see, that's 91, and that is 70. You know what, let's go ahead and just use Tornado Device. You are clearly not optionally dying. Windbreaker. Oh, that hurt. This is going to be a real good combo, though. Yeah. Tornado Blade Duo Attack. Alright, everyone, heal up. Gale Strike. You are now not able to do much, huh? I mean, I guess make the attempt with Patrick. You can make the attempt. Oh, he exploded. We did it! Gain WP. Gain WP. Axe level. HP. WP. Sword. Awesome. So, do you have a quell back here for me then? Because the last time we fought a maybe optional boss, there was quells in it for me. Seems like the answer is no. Sad. Oh no, you just return us back to here. Okay, I see what's going on. I went the wrong way and therefore you made me fight that. Okay, well, in that case, let's go up here. I believe it's another up. Yeah, we want to just keep going up now. Wait, isn't this where we started? God, damn it. Okay. Sort. Okay, so the fountain... We don't want to go up, we want to go to the side. Which then takes us to this area. And in this area, we just go the one way. That's fine. Or we'll fight, sure. Ah, you. Which you will be doing the one thing that I don't really... Well, we can do the other thing, sure, why not? Maybe I'll get lucky and actually learn it. Probably not, but hey, who knows? Yes, what I expected. That's a fine use of turn. I'm okay with that. Learn multi-way. Pretty sure it indicated more or less that general area. So then we have the tower here. We check the map yet again. And at this tower, we want to take the upper path. Which would be going like this. And now here at... Okay, so that area down there is that arch. So we want to not go down the arch because we need to go, again, upwards. Or we can fight the rock rhino, why not? Who are you and what friends have you brought? Ah, just you? Well, in that case, Gale Strike. Pointless firestorm. I don't know, Shadow Slayer. Tornado. Man, Rich is just getting all the levels. Okay, so we want to go up, but is it up and over or like up? Because the thing that's hard to tell with the map is, like, is this just going to take us to the next fork? I feel like it should be. Let's find out. There we go. Yeah. So then we have that stone tower there. And therefore, we should... That's the ant tower. That's the ant tower. What are you doing here? Get out of here. Oh no, your form is hard. We're gonna finish you off one way or another. One way it is. Buttons. And I really don't feel like dealing with you. Focus, beep beep. I am trying to figure out this map, thank you very much. And also my own buttons. Patrick's about to use a holly staff. Ain't that fun? So the only tower, according to the map, is indeed the ant tower, which indeed means we should be going up this way, but I feel like last time this happened, we went up this way and then it didn't go right. Yeah, it just took us back here. Which becomes the start. Or is it? When we go that way, it takes us immediately to Ant. I guess let's go that way. I don't know. This is confusing. I don't like it. Nope. Okay, Siddhartha. Oh, you're not going to be instant killed, but you are going to be killed. Oh no. How does it feel to be killed by the weak little firestorm? So we just go up through here again then. It takes us back here. I really don't want to fight you guys because you're weak. You're wasting my time by being here. Rich, do a thing. Fine, let's go up this way then. Well, we got treasure at least. Just have to fight another dumb ant. And you. Nah. Deflected. Deflected. Shink, 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 shink. I was hoping it would follow my lead and do 4 shinks. Okay, Mr. Ant Friend. Are you another land kraken? Because you know what I'm going to do if you are, which you are. Alright, Rich. Where's my things? So it should be above the axes? Yeah. It is not very strong, but it is a cleave back //. You have been dead-ended. Oh no, it did an instant kill. And he doesn't have it hit. We die. God damn it, just die. You are what we call, Mr. Spider. The piece of shit. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. Let's get out of here. Delicious. Now what do I gain for this? Ah, it's an arc stone. Well, I guess I'll keep it. We have so many arc stones. Oh. That didn't help. Or did it? Sword. Going up those stairs is where I came from. If we're talking about the ones that were slightly down from the twig crossing the gap. Because I went across the twig, and then I went down the stairs to get the item. Yep, fine. Oh no, stunned. Yeah, get out of here. I don't care. I just want to continue. Fun fact, I'm not a fan of, what's it called? I am not very much of a fan of looping mazes. Have we been up here? I don't know. Who knows? Who can say? Yes, we have. Have we been down the other way? It did not take us back to the same area. Ain't that always fun? Yeah, use our last of our things. Not enough points. That's pointless and dumb. At least it's not South Mountain Top. This is true. On the other hand, meh. But hey, at least with this different setup, maybe he'll not ram into, or we can just do that first and didn't not kill it. Sure, why not? Hello, Maven. Once again, we have comboed the thing, and thank you very much with the resubscribing again. I don't understand how I keep comboing with his abilities. Yep. 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 So I guess let's just go up through here again. Stupid Curiosity is probably going to hit me in a fight again. That's, yeah, okay, that's not actually a pathway hidden between the trees. Puts us back here, but we can't actually go back from here, which is what confuses the fuck out of me about that spot. Okay, so if we go this way, we end up at this place. So I don't think we've taken this path. Nope, we did. Right. It was the path of ants. But then we go here, and we got into the big fight, which is okay. So the big fight was just in this place. Nope. So if we go down this way, and we instead go this way, we end up here. So let's go down this way. Well, it's at least a different looking area. I saw a thing. What even are you doing? That would be clever, but also a grumpy make. Considering the map itself doesn't look like it's upside down, but hey, maybe it could be. Because we do seem to be going the opposite direction of things that we're trying to do, according to the map. Oh, that would also be... That would be weird if so. And we got into a fight with something. Ah, you, of course. Why not you? Bum ba bum ba ba da bum ba bum. But climbing the tower is what I'm doing to win the game, I think, isn't it? Sonic Burner. Dead? Thank you. Anyway, I at least wanted to take a bet because I was trying to get around monsters. Oh, different towers. No, damn it! Let this be the tower. Then yeah, I'd probably climb the tower. Oh, slime friends. Sure. Well, I see a treasure back there. Oh, it's just you. Okay. Raymond, you do a thing. What's your other weapon? A terrible sword? Use your terrible sword. And learn multi-way. Oh, it's just them. We can win this. Damien has advanced forward. I have your box. Raymond, we're gonna do it again. Oh no. Oh no. Bye-bye. Alrighty, what deliciousness were you protecting? Ah, it's an blast sword. I guess I'll keep it. Up the tower we go. No. He was, yeah. But we also already had a blast sword, too. Which might have been Johan's. I don't remember. The point is, it's not a new weapon. Use all of your power to turn things into stone. Use all of your power to sing a song. Use all of your power to be Sonic. Or you can go to sleep. That works too. Yeah, sure. Haha, you're immune. I don't think he's actually immune. It didn't work. What a fiery shout. Okay, in that case, I guess we are just gonna do the things like say, I'm gonna kill all stuff made of apples and fun. Ah, you're the one with the spear. Noted. Oh no, more hypnotism. You done now? Well, he is. Alright, you guys can leave. Good job, Patrick. Good job, Raymond, I guess. Good job, Rich. Hey, a stick. Oh, at least now we have another stick, which might be a better stick than, it's not obviously not better than the ice staff, but at least compared to the holly staff. Holly staff is a stick of 4. I think sapling staff is also a stick of... No, stick of 3. So the holly staff is better. Wow. Well, that just goes up, so we need to try to go out the other way. God, I don't want to fight you guys. Because it's not like you're hard battles. You're just resource-absorbing battles. Firestorm. Rude. Yeah, that's what you get. There we go. No! Okay, fine. Rich, get out here. Change your weapon to the stupid spear. Feint. Backslash, backslash, thrust. I have mowed your lawn. You're dead. Good job, me. Is it a quell in a box? Ah, it's a wisteria bow. I guess I'll keep it. Oh god. Haha! There we have a silence bow too. A tone bow, eh? Q and 33 power. That's friggin' amazing. The one nice dodge I've done all game. You know, why don't we go ahead and we have a lot of nice things, so why don't we give you a nice thing? Haha, Screamer. Forgot about that one. We'll go ahead and give you a blast sword. Which gives us tree back, which means we can then switch this out for something a little stronger, like a silence bow. As I continue to fail to dodge everything but those ants. Yes, hello apple, dumpling gang, firestorm. Okay, now we continue to climb what is actually the totally real tower that we're trying to get up. No, go away. Oh. I see a box. I would like that box. Uh-huh. Oh, hi! I think I liked you a little better before the fight. For one thing, there were not two of you, pretending to be a singular unit. A tree folk, huh? Woodstock. Rude. Tornado divide! That was pretty sad. Gnocchi. Firestorm again, I guess. That's gonna cost you life points. You have a fair number to spare. Not like we got much better to do. Better to do. Windbreak again, I guess, or whatever. Who's also got terrible HP? A lot of people, but you. Be divided. Okay. That kinda hurt a little bit. Do it again. Like, do you have water or something? No. You have sonic poison. You're the one with life water. You know what? Yeah, let's life water rich up. Tornado divide. Windbreak. This is also probably going to hurt. Oh, not much. Okay. Ah, but you get 2 attacks now, because there are technically 2 of you. Rude. Alright, get up, Rich. We need your power or something, I guess. Alright, who needs a heal? Rich does not. Patrick could probably stand to use one, even though he's going to continue to eat up all of his life points. Wrong person. God dagnabbit. It's hard to tell who's who. Okay, I know Eleanor has 20 HP, so I guess Rich is the one who's at 200 something. Yeah, okay. Now then, Firestorm. Use up another life point for that. Windbreak. Be slain. I said be slain. Uh-oh. You are too foolish to follow for your charms. I mean, I'm too foolish. What are we talking about? Yeah, we can get it. Go ahead and do another Tornado Divide and another Tornado Blade. Raymond, goddammit. Combo the tornadoes together! That's it, you guys just keep sleeping. This thing has got a lot of HP. I guess this is where I found out that I'm supposed to have, you know, what's her name again in my party. And that these are actually dragons. There we go. That's right. Explode. Explode like the tree folk you are. Good job, Patrick. I'm coming around to you very slightly. Ooh, a Dryad Grail. Nina, that's her name. I think I just immediately, intentionally, intentionally forget that character's name because their name is Nina. So it just gets lumped together with every other Nina in my head. Except for the one good Nina. And the other kind of good Nina. I don't remember Breath of Fire 4 Nina very well because I only played that game. I only played through that game to completion one time. Well, it wouldn't be SaGa if there are more than one. They have to do it one time. That way you 100% have no idea that that's what's supposed to happen. Because it was only one time. Anyway, we were going to look at the... Yeah, I remember you saying that before. And I'm like, I don't... So that's why I needed... Tree Quell, that old psych. Cool. But yeah, that was why I'm like, oh, I will also caveat that, you know, maybe also her, because I remember you saying she is a good Nina. But I just don't remember her. But, you know, we will be getting to the Fire 4 eventually. I wonder if I should just go ahead and use an Arc Stone right now, because who knows how many more bosses are going to show up. Driving 80% of the plot doesn't necessarily make her a good Nina. I point you to Breath of Fire 3 Nina. Well, there's a box there. I don't know how to get to the box. Looks like I probably get to it by climbing... I know how to... Aha! Oh, that's right, just climb down the stairs and I can sneak past you. There we go. Ah! It's an Anthurium. I guess I'll keep it. This is fair. Yeah, I don't recall... oh, it's a flame quell. That's cool that we got that and everything, but it's no hot stone. It's apparently better than the hot stone, but god damn it, I paid money for that. But yeah, what I was going to say, I think, was like, I don't remember having any issues really with Breath of Fire 4 Nina at all. I just oh, what a great view. It's just because I haven't, like I said, I've only actually played through the game one time, and that was still years and years ago. Unlike the other Breath of Fire. The Breath of Fire 3 Nina has been more recently, and Breath of Fire 2 Nina I played through to completion multiple times. Breath of Fire 2 itself. So remember those two Ninas the best. Anyway. So we found the tower. A shine. So that's where it is. Okay, let's go. Okay. I guess we get to do more Eleanor. Sure, I'll continue. To the monster nest. The spellcaster Eleanor goes to the mine, wants rabbits about monsters. The mine again? How many times are we going to that stupid mine? Well, considering it's also, a mine and everything, it's the mine again, so, clearly we're gonna be, it's a side quest or whatever. Ah, yes, remember when Gustav was 12 years old? Insect megalith. A region that just doesn't exist. Same with this island up here. In this area over here. And that down there. Anyway, I'm guessing we don't have anything more new beyond what's new. Yeah, Gustav Stronghold and the Monster Nest. And the Insect Megalith. Maybe they're uninhabited. No. No. Because if there are monsters in them, they're inhabited by said monsters. So unless they're just pure deadlands. Which they could be, in fairness. Oh, where are we going? We're going to be lost for another 2 minutes while I find the correct location to get to that stupid mine. Lordless Lands? No, god dang it. Lordless Lands? There we go. To the monster nest. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So, what are we looking for? You know the remains of the Svindorf mine. It's abandoned now because of a recent cave-in. Long ago, monsters used to breed in the mine. The monster lair is in here. I see. So we can get into the mine from here. Oh. But Eleanor, what business do you have in an abandoned mine? We're doing a job for Kelvin, the Count of Jade. He probably wants to gain an advantage over Cantal in their struggles. It has nothing to do with me, though. Oh, I see. No wonder the pay is so good this time. What kind of monsters made its lair here? They're long-armed, winged, ugly suckers. But they're nothing to worry about. Okay, good enough for me. Oh god. Oh god. Hi, Griffin. Oh, thank god, you're just the blood-sucking dumb things that we were being talked about. Hey, Rich, you want to do a thing? E ///. I hope not. I doubt that very much. Griffins scare me. Well, if you're gonna be a dick in that way, then how about you give me a multi-way? No, you're just gonna die? That works too. Yeah! No, go away, Gremlin. I just want to climb. Oh, good. okay. Highland Kraken. Dead End does not have a very good success rate. Not compared to Tide versus Tide. I don't know Bear Crush yet, though. Also, there's no indication on... there is no indication on... Oh, learning it. Maybe. I fear trying to learn Bear Crush, though. We will give it a shot. But it's something I fear trying to learn because, at least with trying to learn multi-way, it's all attacks, and if I fail to learn it, then I'm probably going to use a powerful skill at least. Bear Crush is charge, 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 cleave. So if it doesn't learn it, it's going to be a garbage turn. And here we go, garbage turn. I guess at least we get a smash in. That's not bad. Yeah, that smash for... Okay, I forgot about smash being a thing. So I withdraw my comment about it. Okay, that goes... Well, that goes to a tree hole, so it's in the tree hole. A way down, it seems. Yeah, let's just go into the tree hole. The other way might lead to a treasure, but... There's so many stupid land krakens about. Charge, charge, charge. Oh, okay, yeah, charge is an okay thing with this. I didn't... It's hard for me to remember all the time which ones of these things are. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot that charge was the one that raises physical power, so yeah, that's not bad at all. And cleave. Smack them in their tree hole. Aha! Charging. Fuck you. I'm charging again. Fuck you. I'm dead. Feels good. Oh good, another ant. Yeah, I see you right down there, land kraken. Alright, Rich learned something cool. Or at least don't let the spider charge and then hit you. God damn it. You're going to die again. Or you're just going to get crippled. Why not? So not everything you do is going to be terrible. You'll just die. Oh, Rich. Rich, Rich, Rich. Fuck land kraken. Oh my gosh, it's land kraken. Patrick, show him how it's done. God damn it, Patrick, that's not how it's done. It's probably because I did focus feint, not feint focus. There we go. That's how it's done. But also you have now broken your staff. Congratulations on 30 chips. Time to put another staff on you. We're going to go ahead and actually give you her staff. Stone, tree, blah blah blah, water, sure, one less scorpion tail. Haha! I will take that. Ah, it's in blue chip. Oh, I guess I'll keep it. Oh, more goodies. Ah, and fire charm. I guess I'll keep that. And why not keep this coal ring while I'm at it? That should be a water thing, I think. Get rid of that scorpion tail and equip. Coal ring. Yeah. There we go. Ah, slimes, huh? So you're just gonna be a housekeeper again? No, you're the actual slime. Okay. Bright side, slimes aren't land krakens, and therefore maybe we'll get the thing. Charge, charge, charge. Cleave. Nope. Instead, you'll kill Rich. Well, ain't that fun? Ba, 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 ba. Well, he's not actually dead yet. He's just almost dead. Bum, ba, dum, ba, da, da, dum, ba, dum. I should have probably just fled. Charge, charge, charge. Not beast. Charge, charge, charge. Clavicle. Did? No. Alright, bye. Yeah. If I remember right, I'll tell you in a minute. Anyway, I'm pretty certain it's super shitty armor. I don't like the looks of this, so we're going to go ahead and just have Patrick tie him and tie it again. Faint focus, beat beat. Okay. Hey, Patrick. Ah, credits. Fun. Okay. So the shitty armor Rich has got on is caster cloth, the shittiest armor he can. But the problem with that, oh, I guess, never mind. Oh, well, fuck, yeah, caster armor. Didn't realize I had extra caster armor on. Like, I seriously thought I had given it up for other things or whatever. Yeah, that was why I hadn't switched it out yet. Cause like, he just has shitty armor. I can't help that. A lot of blobs. But hey, now maybe Rich won't die. Uh-huh. Your fossil sword's gonna die soon. Okay, maybe you want to use, learn a cool thing while waiting for it. Just, a cool thing and then let it break. In that order or whatever. Okay, bye. HP gains are good. I should really be throwing Eleanor in the party a little more too. Ah, a wind shell. And wind shell, sorry. I guess I'll keep that. Ah, and ranger bow. I guess I'll keep that too. Are we almost out of space? I feel like we're getting close to being out of space. Yes we are. Cuckoo. Ah, more credits. Delightful. I should have gone the other way. Because it seems like they're just kind of running in circles. You know what, Eleanor, you do a thing. With your terrible, terrible stick. That thing is known as faint focus. There we go. Faint focus. Beep, beep. They go to two different places, probably. Looks like the other one has a treasure. But this one did not. Oh god, flying bugs still. Ah, it's Scalevisor. I guess I'll keep it. Sorry, is that like a helmet? Like the first helmet in the game? Not the first one, no. And it is a helmet. Not a especially interesting one. Okay, yeah, we'll fight the blob. Fighting the blob's fine. Eleanor. Faint focus. Beat, beat. Beat, beat. Beat, beat. The staff wink, beat, beat, beat. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be what would happen if we, didn't successfully, death blow. But it's totally the best song ever. By which I mean one of the stupidest songs I've ever heard. Oh no, a gremlin. You're okay. Rich. Learn multi-way. Or do a cross slash, that's the same thing as learning multi-way, sure. Oh no, you died. Okay, avoid the fight. Move down here. We've done it. We have found the entrance to the mine. So this is the entry into the mine. As long as we're here, let's explore inside. I'm sure we won't find, oh, I don't know, an egg. Haha. Why would we find an egg? That'd be silly. Oopsie doopsie, I guess I found the thing already. Oh good, I get to choose to go somewhere else instead. Ooh, yes, down into the well. Nothing else down here. And this path is blocked off by the cave-in, and that's where we came in from, so I guess this is our only option. I guess all roads lead to giant blue crystal. I think they've been digging around. I gotta say, that is a rather big egg. Yes. Crystal. Okay, I guess I can't actually interact with it. I'm actually trying to get around it or go elsewhere or something. This is just for me to let me bask in this giant radioactive glow. Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'm done in here, question mark? I have, after all, looked around. We saw a gigantic glowing rock. Now all that's left is to go back and report this. Oh, you piece of shit. Don't make me go back on my own. Just ask me if I want to save her up to this point. That's what you do with every other scenario at this point. Like, I can remember how to get back. Rich, do the thing. That was some devil damage. Okay, no, I don't want to fight the gremlin. Stop making me fight the gremlin. Explode. Yeah, another beast amulet. Bum 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 ba da dum bum bum ba da dum bum 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 ba da dum ba ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum ba da dum bum ba da dum bum bum. Dang it. Eleanor. I'm dead. Rock through the heart, and you're too late. I decided saving was more important than getting away, I guess. What was Anderson incinerate again? Flame, tone tree? Scrolling on the list. Nope, tree stone. I am Ifu. Flame tree. Stone. Or we can do a flame and then a recovery breath and then a stone. Don't touch me. What did I just tell you? tree stone. Okay, well, we're doing flame and retreat, so needle shot comes after this. So many touches. Can we just leave? Thank you. Thank you for the SP. Okay, move past. Okay. We managed to avoid. Oh. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we are doing this thing right here, you see, and it was going to suck for me. Demon Michael, it's a gargoyle. It's a gargoyle. Back up. 77, 91, right? And it combos together quite well with, you know, Tornado Blade. Windbreaker. Smack, smack, smack. Why did I do that one instead of the other one? Tornado Blade. Ow. Ow. Tornado Divide! Oh no, he's not dead yet. Oh, she's quite hurt. Right. Well, I'm glad she's just not straight up dead, because I forgot to heal up after that terrible battle we just had. Okay. You're fine, Patrick. Gale Strike. Tornado Divide. I want to do a Windbreaker. And a Tornado Blade. Break the wind. Oh, good, hard form. Here's the combo. My Tornado Blade and my Tornado Divide. Together they combine Tornado Blade duo attack. Well, that was weak. Those are probably going to be weak. So, how about we just do straight up fire then? Tornado Divide. Windbreaker. You'll get caught up in the Windbreaker. Everything you do is terrible. But sorry, it's just how it is right now. Ow. Aha, block. Division. Okay, well in that case, back to Gale Strikes, I guess. Tornado Divide. Oh, Crystal Prison is stronger. And you have run out of that. Well, you don't have anything. I didn't give you any of the other things, so, you know, I think we're just going to go ahead and continue to Tornado Blob. Ooh. Ow. Yes, we've lost one life on him. Just 3 more to go, because he was made out of 3 or 4 gargoyles. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it. Not wrong, press Untitled. Just that's going to be terrible because it's a brilliant sword. Okay. That's a problem. Does anybody at all have a heal? You do, Patrick. Okay, well, congratulations. You are healing up Eleanor, because I don't think anyone else does. Nope, you just got some poison. Good job, you. I wonder if it's undead. Probably not. It's demonic. Stop hard forming. Oh, Patrick. Okay, well, let's do that thing again, you know. Ugh. Dead, maybe? Not yet, okay. Haha, you fool. Alrighty, back to the Gale Strike. One more Tornado Divide. And then more Tornado Divide, and it'll just cost life points is all. Good block. Alright, we've killed 2 of him. I was really hoping... I was really hoping it wouldn't actually be true that he might have 4 lives in him, because 4 gargoyles made him... or 4 gremlins made a gargoyle. We got 14 lives, that's fine. That would also be nice, but I keep dropping life points off of him. Rude. And then he doesn't actually die. Oh no. But we only saw 4 gremlins. Rude. Did that, whatever. Okie dokie, so yeah, you with your coral ring, how about you heal up Patrick? So that we don't have to use up a life point of his. So you can continue to use his life points to fight. with Solace is I don't think Hardpoint does anything else on subsequent uses. That was terrible. Because I used water instead of life water. Are you dead yet? Are you dead yet? Oh. Are you dead yet? Yay! Reach his fossil sword, broke, and give me 99 chips. Nice. So the whole point of them not giving me the immediate dismissal like they usually do is like, oh, no, you should go back a little while. Just remember that one setup we had? We actually had a boss going on there, so just please go back there, then we'll teleport you out. Like we have this whole scene going on, like we want, like there, you know, it was like a ritualistic thing that they were doing, you know, and we wanted it to actually be a thing, you know, but you didn't fight any of them, so just, you know, I mean, you got to go back regardless. We're not really gonna give you much of a choice out of that, but Life Tree Island. Rich undertakes a job and heads out to an island. I'm beginning to understand why you were shocked that I was already playing as Jenny. I thought it was going to be like just one or two things, tops. Yes! Oh. I don't know how I skipped that much. It gave me the option to do so. Okay, so that's the Gustav's stronghold. The insect megalith. Oh ho! Things are open. So, I believe we want to go to Grugel first, and then to Vogland. Lang. Go to Grugel. Because they're allowing me to go to Grugel. Maybe we'll be able to, in one of these places, we can buy a better stick than a holly staff. That would be really nice. Okay, how about we give you another fossil sword, you know, because you lost your other fossil sword. Give me. Hello, yes, I'd like to sell things. We still can only make a pan flute. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You know what? Get rid of that. Just screw that. That's okay. That's okay. If only. Sell a canary heart. Ba 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 ba. Ba bum 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 bum. Friggin' wood shoes. Yeah, so that's a beast amulet. How many more beast amulets we got? Another one right there. That one's got less durability though. Yeah, dude. So we got like one beast amulet equipped too. So Ba-da-la-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, ha-da-la-da. No, I don't want to buy that. You've got cast a robe. Yeah, we'll leave you. Leave that too. Leave you to that. I really should. Down in here, right? Like a quilt. Always with your dumb anti-quell talk. You're just gonna talk about all the things you got going on in there. And we're gonna go up here, and it'll be like, haha, places that I can't enter. And you're gonna be like, you can't come in here. And we're gonna be like, well, okay, I guess. With a sad, sad face. So much sad face. Okay, well, that's more or less everything that we wanted to do here, I guess. We sold some stuff. Okay. We'll return home. Would you like to save up to this point, though? That would be cool. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I had to run through my head with some of the plots things. Be like, timeline, timeline, timeline. You the repair guy? No, you just let me. You sell things or buy things from me. You're the repair guy. For repair. Can I have something other than a pan flute? No. Okay. Well, we can afford it, and I feel like to gain 33 on a powerful axe weapon would be good for us. I think someone's using axes at some point. Regardless. Yeah, we will spend that money. That's the only one I feel a deep desire to spend on, though. Yeah. Oh ho! Hey, sandworm staff. Hi, these are. I feel like these are some. You got some new things in here I didn't notice before. Mostly that sandworm staff. You're going to buy that. It costs a lot of money, but it is worth it to not use this holly staff anymore. Okay, so we got water, and we still got flame tree there, so that's fine. We don't need that for our stone anymore, though, so we can remove that for something cooler, like a red scarf. Red scarf does give me some good stuff. I don't know why I didn't have the pocket dragon equipped in the first place. We were going to worry about that. Red Grail gives us a nice boosty to SP gain, so we're going to do the Dryad Grail. Yeah. Also, realization that we are using a buckler when we should be using a stone shield. Okay. Oh wait, no, I wanted to do one more thing. How much money we get? 1,000 still. Yeah, we're gonna spend the money on that. Just to have another, not that we're using bows very much, but just to have something fully powered up and ready. Because I return directly. Because I'm going to do something that's going to make me dumb to do. As in, instead of me to attempt. But we're going to attempt it. Because I wanna. All the way to Beastland. Beastland. This way. Ah, griffins. No, no griffins. I know you're not actually a griffin, you're a frost dragon or whatever, but still. Damn it. Let me in. Boop. Call the megalith beast. Yes, I will call it. Hi. What are you doing with friends? Firestorm. Tornado Divide. Sonic Poison. Okay, well that's not good. I don't recall taking something off of you that had tree though, or did we just never have tree on you to begin with, and we just happened to keep being in areas that gave you fake tree or something? Well, all you got is dead end then. Rude. Also rude. Extra. Jeez. Nope, there goes Elmer, which means there goes the party. Not Tornado Divide. I mean, so far the monster is hypersonic. So far the monster itself isn't really that bad, Steve. It's just murder people and problems. Aside from the fact that he just puts everything to sleep. That is a problem. Of course, if this works like the previous battles of his, then that would mean that he would bring his friends back in time anyway. Success! Continue to survive with your poison. You're not hurt enough to really worry about too much yet. Okay, once again, life water on Rich. Because we can do that. Ow! Yeah, those guys hurt. And everyone's asleep. Everyone's awake. That was a waste of a life point. He didn't need that. Just like you don't need one yet. Now, maybe we can then bring Rich back? Owie! Okay. Your friends are dead. Hopefully for good. Okay, you can use that now. Yeah, you can use that. You could use it. And you can use it now. Okay, there's your health. Yeah, you can use it this time. Okay, next up. Recovery breath on you. Tornado divide. Crystal Prism, Dead End. Yeah, everyone's asleep. And everyone's awake. Firestorm. Tornado divide. Crystal Prism. Dead End. The ability that has never been seen in the fight yet. Because he keeps being dead or going to sleep. Owie. Yeah, look at that substandard damage. Probably use regenerate on people. And to sleep we go. That's 74 versus 66. Yeah, let's see how this do in comparison. Oh dear, that's... okay. Oh, crippled. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Garbage damage. Because you have a bad status effect. Okay. It's probably going to help me more in the long run to use the recovery breath, get rid of that. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, that's some toasty. And hello. It is true. It is a rather tough Gustav. Okay. Yeah. And you've got plenty of life points, so we'll just do that for you as well. Okay, the other two are not too terribly off. So let's have you do a nice healthy chunk of damage. And a nice healthy chunk of damage. A pretty decent chunk of damage. And how about you start regenerating people? I think Gale Strike is one of my favorite animations. Yep, this is going to hurt. It did not hurt very much. Yay. Aha! We've lost a life point on him. Okay, I think everyone's okay for the moment. Gale Strike. Divide. Nope, you're out of Crystal Prison power. Okay, well, we switch over to Windbreaker then. And set the regenerate on Eleanor. More cyclones of steam. Oh, there's that again. How dare you miss Patrick? Let's find out if it affects hybrid arts or not. The answer is yes. Rude. Everyone is still more or less okay. Like an anteater. That's how. Alright, I guess recovery breath on Raymond. And finally, I regenerate on Rich. Oh no, everyone's asleep. Oh no. Two people didn't actually wake up this time. Okay, well the only thing to do is a Gale Strike then. And I'm gonna Gale Strike with my Tornado Divide. And that fire beats on us. Oh, one of us. Ooh, combo. Yay. Power. Welcome to the world of Awakening. Gale Strike. Oh no, not enough life point. Or not enough other points. So we use life points. We don't really have too many life points to be able to spare for that anymore. Ow. Yeah, he's only got 8 life points left. We can use it 3 times. I'm comfortable with that. And the only one person I'm a little concerned about is you. Girl Strike. Tornado Delude. A Windbreaker. And regenerate on yourself again. Yay, combo! Combos with regenerate. Okay, I think everyone's regenerating now? No, you don't have regenerate still. Why don't you have regenerate still? Toasty! Weapons. 6. Okay, so we get one more Gale Strike before I don't feel, or one more of those things before I don't feel super hunky-dory comfy. Okay. Yay. Still not dead. Gale Strike. Unfortunately, I don't feel comfortable doing Tornado Devad anymore. So I guess for a little while you get to start using this one. Not anywhere near as powerful, but hey. Aha! Reaction. And we did it. Water level up. ESP gain. Water level up. Beast level up. Oh good, I'm so glad there's not actually a reward. Just yet. We put William out of his misery, I guess. Or something. I expected a reward. Foolish me, I guess. One might say I have egg on my face. Yay! Well, we did the thing at least. So yeah, the intrinsic... No! The intrinsic reward of killing William, because he's a dick. And, you know, putting him out of his misery or whatever, but... Bum, bum, bum. Rude. Enjoy being dead. Soon. Soon enjoy being dead. There you go. Can't believe people are actually gaining HP. It's crazy. Okay, now we go to Beastland. I guess technically speaking, that is also an area that you can actually, I guess, do a little bit of grinding in at least. Because it's just right there. Hello, yes, I'd like to stay, yes, in your inn. That isn't an inn. Grills are handy, but nothing beats a warm drink. Today's exceptionally cold. Gifted man if you're indoors. Oh, by the way, would you be interested in this? No. Fuck you. You're made by something like this? Yes, this is why we have a hot stone ourselves. Through the ages. Okay, let's leave. And by leave, I mean leave. Let's go home. Home. Well, of course we're gonna continue. We could go here. There's apparently a secret dungeon in there. But I don't wanna. Not with this party. The Gustav Stronghold. Oh yeah, no, but we're not doing that yet. We are going over here, where Life Tree Island exists. Rich undertakes a job and heads out to the island. In a town of Westia. Good day, Sir Narcissus. What did you want with me today? You've been a fine adventurer. I think it's time to acknowledge you as a qualified digger. Well, thank you, sir. Rich, what I'm about to say you must not tell anyone else. Do you swear upon your name and your father's name to keep this oath? You asked me to swear it, I will. If you ask me to swear it, I will, but on my honor, not my father's name. Very well. I need you to go to a certain island and bring back the seeds of a tree that grow there. Just hearing that, it sounds like an easy job. Why don't you do it on your own? Because there are things in the tree that throw stuff at you. Stuff that explodes. I've become too old, not that you can tell by looking at me. I do take very good care of myself. I doubt I could go to the island and come back alive. That's why I'm entrusting it to you. You will go alone, and you must not tell anybody else. Am I clear? Your reward will be based on how many seeds you bring back. Well then. I was just making a joke. But I guess it's a thing. I want more water. Okay. I trust you. It's just an amazing coincidence. For the uninitiated. So there. Oh well. In Humbug's Ironclaw campaign, there was a mission to go visit a gigantic tree. We go to that tree, and we would collect various seeds But it was a dangerous thing because to collect these, I mean, technically they weren't seeds; they were acorn type things. But acorns are also seeds, so you know, whatever. Um, and words. And so it's like go to this big old tree, you know, and there were creatures that would throw the thing, but the thing is these acorns were also elementally charged, as it were. So if they actually hit you, they do, you know, elemental type damages of sorts and things. And basically, and our reward was based on just how many we actually brought back. It wasn't on an island. At least. It was not on an island. But it was across the river. Traveling alone, huh? Oh well, shouldn't be a problem. No, why don't you go gather a party, you bastard, with your stupid mustache? This is 2 years after his last thing. I'm counting on you. Oh, you brought back 0 seeds? Great. Ah, Narcissus took over this house. I guess the guy died. Good. Well, fuck, why don't you have friends with you? Rich, why don't you have friends? Where are my friends? If you'd like our lunchtime special, it'll be a few minutes. Legendary digger Tycoon Will is said to have taken his first step as a digger in this town. Gnosis, the man who lives in that house over there, he's rumored to be friends with none other than the legendary Tycoon Will. If you go down the Aneth River, there's a beautiful island. However, contrary to its appearance, the inland area is an extremely dangerous place. Well, I suggest that you just view the island without getting off the boat. No, it's been 2 years. All of Rich's friends shouldn't be dead. That man that just moved in seems rather distinguished. You want to use the boat? Not yet. Oh, what a great day. I would like to do... This is Westia, the place where diggers conduct their searches for quell. Welcome. I've got a variety in stock. A variety of nothing. Oh, what do you want? I want nothing. Your stuff. I mean, your stuff is slightly better than what it used to be, maybe, but it's still garbage. The river is a harsh place. Not that I'd really know, though. I can't leave this way. Well, taking the boat's the only way, then. Maybe my friends will be on the island already. You want to use the boat? I'm borrowing the boat. Aha, a sesame. We have learned the mechanics of this place. Slides. Ah, an arcstone. Yeah, sure. I'm happy to get as many arcstones as I can to then realize in the final dungeon, oh right, I haven't used any arcstones yet. I probably should. Fighting a blob is not doing the thing. Oh, it's just housekeeper. Well, in that case... Let's go this way. Oh ho. A pirate ship, eh? Lots of frogs. Hi, Grindle. That was not the ability. What are you doing, Rich? It's okay as long as it's not a moose, Grundle. Okay. I feel like I was concerned about these. It's lousy with Grundles. It really is. Hi, Blobbo. If I just do it that way, then we aren't potentially using up another thing we don't have to use up. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, where I'm going. But I guess we don't have a chance to learn multi-way if I do it that way, though. Not that we're going to learn it anyway, but, you know, there's even less of a chance that we don't attempt and all that with the bag of chips. Okay, so slide down into the Grundle. Nope, that's not a frog. Yeah, that one's just a froggy friend. Okay, or we'll fight you. Oh, one of you, eh? I got just the thing for you. A light sphere. Thrust, 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 thrust. It actually is an ability, by the way. Alright, get out of here. Ah, another arc stone. Yeah, I'll keep that. Slide again. Okay, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. Zip around all these Grundles. To see what's this way. The answer is nothing. Okay. Nothing but Grundle. I was checking to see if there was anything in the nook. Rude. Dead. Da, da. Okay, nothing in there. Or we can fight another one, why not? Okay. Dang it. Okay, so we ignore the slide this time. Is that the way down? No, it's not. Left or right? We go left. Left seems to just go further. So we go right. Treasure. Ah, yet another arc stone. This is quite nice for arc stones until we find out that, oops. Didn't actually mean to do that. It'll be great until we learn that arc stones are actually the seeds that the guy's talking about, that Narcissus was talking about, and he just takes all of our arc stones. Circle around. I do appreciate that this place is relatively wide, and so I can actually get around things. Okay, here we go. This is probably the place with the... Yay. The Tree of Mana. Hi. Ah, and life seed. Well, I guess I'll keep it. How many spots do I have? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Goo. Yeah, it's a seed. Yeah, it's a seed. Yeah, it's a seed. Yeah, it's a seed. Guess I can't be super greedy and kick things out of the tree. It's probably for the best. Okay, let's suddenly have a boss fight thrust upon us. Take the slide down. Yes. Dang it. I'm doing so well about dodging. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, up we go. Yeah, here comes the boss fight. Come to think of it, this ship hasn't been checked yet. Ships sometimes have parts made from tools. Hey, maybe there might even be some quells. Then again, maybe not. Whoa, what's going on? The ship's moving. Did the current change direction? Well, y'all got fucked because it's the Grundle power. Better not be the fucking egg. There. Nope, Grundle power. Hi. Yeah, Mother Grundle. Oh boy. Wish I'd used an arc stone. Oh, that's... no. Like, I realize I play... Mother Grundle, not Baby Grundle. Oh, like, I realize I play Binding of Isaac a lot, but, like, no. I draw the line at bloody gas. Maybe I should at least attempt a bear slash. Oh, okay. Let's make one attempt at a bear crush. What was it, cleave? Come on, scroll, scroll, scroll. Scroll, and we scroll, and we scroll, and we scroll, and we scroll, and it's always scrolling. Yeah, cleave. I'd really rather not. Ow. Good job. Probably okay for the moment. Ow. It is really intimidating having this Grundle just staring down at me unblinking. Okay, so you can double big hammer. Okay. That was the thing I wasn't certain of. So that's technically my fault. I took a chance, and the chance didn't pay off. But, you know, that's why we continue to quick save way too much. This is a boat with rigging, yes. Oh god, I just realized why you said rig. Rest in Grundle. Rumbled by the Grundle. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't remember the name of the actual Mother Grundle though. In Beowulf's epic. There's the bloody gas. We should be okay. We still have over 300. Now let's try another thing we haven't really done. Ready? Charge, charge, and backslash. Okay. Ow. Recover. Charge, cleave. But even if we don't get Bear Crush, we could get Bull Crush. Or get Smash. Charge, charge, charge. Cleave. We're also kind of, sort of trying to not spend quite so much WP. Yeah, that's what we weren't happy about. Man, we don't even get a smash this time? Well, you know, it'll probably also help Beast. Is that how we get Regenerate going? Or is it Beast? Might be Beast. No, it's just Beast. Beast is Berserk. We don't want that. Beast. Tone. Tone again, I guess. Unless there's a Tone Beast. Nope, it requires more than that. Or we can just do level 4 Beast. Ow. Beast. Slash. No, slash backslash. Beast. Charge. Cleave. There we go. That should help. Not when you do it like that, though. Oh, actually, it might be would've. Probably wasted life point then. That's fine. Okay, back to charge, cleave. Big hammer. Alright. We got a recharge going on for a little bit. Oh no! Another Grundle. Ooh, that was a lot of chips. And now we know what the purpose of that area was that just had Grundles. Hello, housekeeper. You know what they say? Next to the Grundle is a big ol' asshole. Well, let's go back to ST, I guess. So we can hand over all these bunches of life seeds to Sir Narcissus. Yes, I did find that 5 seeds. Good work. Good work. Remember, do not tell anybody about the island until I'm dead. At that point, I don't care. Did you actually reward me? What was that creepy feeling? That egg-like thing the girls get— The egg! Will you show me that egg? No! Well, okay. You're from the Knight family. I can sense the Knight's anima within you. What's up with this kid? What are you talking about? William Knight knows too much. I will kill him someday. If he is still alive, tell him that. Wide, Rich's home. Welcome back, Richard. Mother will be happy. Dad, is the egg about this big? It's kind of shimmery. How about it? Does it look exactly like an egg? Why? What's with the sudden interest in the egg? No, you couldn't have. Did you see the egg? ... triple dot with there's 6 of them. Answer me. Where? Who has it? What are you going to do if I tell you? The egg is too dangerous. I thought I left it at the bottom of the ocean. The egg must either be destroyed or it must be discarded someplace where no human can get to it. Oh, hey, look at that. Proof that it was indeed, Will and Cordelia got together. What about its owner? The possessor of the egg will refuse to let it go, but it must be destroyed regardless. Are you going to kill anyone? There's no other choice. Ah, neat. Son, you do realize I've actually, killed many men before, right? Then no. I knew you'd say that. I'll never tell you. Does one of your acquaintances have it? If that's the case, that is no longer the person you once knew. No, it's like despite the fact that he's Speedwagon, it's like the Joestar line. It's all on Will. All of Will's genes are what comes out in his child. Nothing of the mother whatsoever. Not really an acquaintance. A total stranger. But a child like that. A child? Oh, a child would be most dangerous. The egg will become more powerful as that child matures. If we act now, we might be able to take it without harming the child. Where are you going, Richard? That kid said she would kill you. Be careful. Westia, a town where quill seekers gather. Apparently I'm going to find a child and... Are you the child? Look like you got nothing to do. No, you've got it all wrong. Oh, really? Yes, I have to find a child and destroy them. You have the child. You like fishing? What a great day. You have the child. This is Westia. It sounds pretty real, but nobody cares. There's a child in here. None of you are a child. I'm probably coming back to talk to Sir Narcissus. But just in case there's a child in here. No. No child. Can I finally go this way? No. Sir Narcissus, do you know a girl about this age? Ah! That girl left town a little while ago with her parents. Was there something you needed her for? No, I was just wondering. Save it at this point? Sure, why not? So Rich is Will's child. I guess if I were paying attention... No, it's because we were Eleanor before, so we wouldn't have been able to know until now that he was Rich Nate's. Unless you can see last names in the status screen, and I've been blind. So the fossil caves, eh? A cave with a never-before-seen fossil of a giant creature. With a never-before-seen fossil of a giant creature discovered on North Continent. Well, that's all fun and everything, but, it was supposed to be the reveal that Will is alive. And instead I got Will's alive because old man. And also, yeah, Ginny's his grandchild, so he apparently had to be alive somehow. Video games. Oh, we can go to those places again already. Well, I'm going to guess then that we're going to the fossil caves next because I'm still pretty certain the insect megalith is a Jenny thing. And the other one's definitely a Jenny thing. So this new one must be what we're doing. To the fossil cave. The cave with fossils. And maybe more grundles. Or not grundles. But at least a party. I don't know. Anyway, a cave with a never-before-seen fossil of a giant creature is discovered in the North Continent. North Continent, gateway to the Northern Continent. The fare to get here cleaned out my pocket. I'm gonna have to look for a prospect right away. I find it funny that it's like when he's standing like this, it's like, okay, whatever. When he's standing like this, it's like, yeah, more or less whatever. Like, it just looks like he kind of has his hand on his hip. And when he's like this, it's obvious he's trying to punch something. Like, he's ready to punch anything and everything. The best men are those that work hard, don't you think so? Yes, they really are. There's a big rock the shape of a clam. A mysterious cave was discovered around here. Yeah, there were some that injured to test their courage. None of them returned since. You want me to get items from the other party members? I can't tell you my secret, though. We don't have a full party yet. There's one missing person. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3. 3 missing people. We already took all your things. We didn't take all your things, but your things suck. We took all your things. We took all your things. We can probably take your things, but your things also aren't great. Oh no! Similarly, I would totally take stuff away from Gustav, but what he has left is not good. Or, like, not good for my party, really. Cool. I look forward to it. Yeah, Calvin is garbage. Tyler. Yeah, we might take the caches. I should probably take those Upper Souls back, too. We'll worry about that later. Cordelia, you have... Okay, we will take back this, because that's a quell. And that's a quell. I don't remember what that is, but I don't think it's a quell. Will is actually going to return to the party eventually. Johan, we took stuff from. Was Vintabile ever actually... I guess he had to have been one time for me to actually have his things, but, like... I don't remember him actually being in a party beyond more than once. If he returns, it's during the Will stuff, which means... I was about to say, that's what I was just starting to get at. I'm like, well, if I take his things, then it shouldn't really be a problem. I forgot to I didn't actually take the things. Eleanor, Raymond, I don't want to take from them quite yet. Oh, hey, look, the guy I took stuff from. And then, okay. So those things I just took, what are they though? Okay. Resist water and can evade attack. Cool. A robe with use. Neat. Really good armor though. Nice. And a beast tool. Okay. Okay. And we only have 4 spots left. Ain't that great? But I'm hoping that we're gonna get party members soon. I can't feel super free to do it quite yet because I only have so much inventory space because I refuse to just throw away all these things I should probably throw away. Like my bajillion rock hearts that I probably still have a bajillion of. 3 of. It's way more rock hearts than I ever need considering I have a stone quell if I really need stone. Anywho. No, we already dealt with you. Young lady, what are you doing here? I'm rich, but I'm not really rich, if you know what I mean. I'm Diana. My village was torn to pieces by giant worms. Most of my fellow villagers have given up on making a living here and have left. I decided to remain, though. Well, that must have been tough. Now I don't know what to do. Oh, I feel like I'm at a loss. Right now, I'm going off to try to strike it rich. Why don't you come with me? Oh, I don't think I'll be able to do anything. I'm really interested in making a Jenny, though. Oh, me too. What are you talking about? If you plan on living here, you have to do it. You're right, I'll try. There is no try, only do. No try, only do. So rich as a dog with a ball. Yes, I'll do it. She is now in my party. Great, what can you do? Nothing. Rich, you fool. I mean, I know she's cute and all, but... You fool. Ba-da-ba-ba. She's a true hero. Yee. Well, I guess at the least. Okay, so you're good with swords, sticks, and spurs. Should have picked one who learns Gale Force. What? Is that more? Is that more Fire Emblem reference? Aren't you tired? Take a load off and rest. Okay, I'm okay. Mistaking recklessness for courage will only bring you pain. Be careful. There's no such thing as easy money. If it sounds too good to be true, there's probably a comparable risk involved. If you're looking to earn money, it might be a good idea to check out that cave that was recently discovered. Although it might be dangerous, the rewards are probably just as great. I can't guarantee anything, though. I found their bedroom. Diana, get in here. You're gone. Interesting. Interesting. I saw giant skeletal remains in the caves. I've never even seen an animal that huge. It's frightening, but I'm still rather intrigued. Yes. I'll exchange your extra chips for CR. I'll do it. We'll do that too in a second. Sure, what'll it be? Garbage, eh? Good to know. I'll do it. As I realized by continuing to do this, that's just less chips for, you know, Guinea to use later and stuff. Because although I wish they would, if they don't like compound together the credits for all the areas and everything. So it's like, okay, great. Well, now he's got 6,550. And if we switch over and don't do a rich party next, then they won't have 6,550. Da, ba, da, ba. Anyway, I should probably actually equip, what's her name? So we're gonna go ahead and give you a lance. Even though you'll have 0 strength with that, you should get it pretty quickly. And we'll give you a shield. And an iron breastplate. And a lake robe. And we don't have a better... We could get better shoes for you, which we probably will. Okay, it's a beat. Oh, that's how we know if I just sleep. Right. Hot stone, pocket dragon, and therium. Dead stone. Hot stone. Rock Beast tag. Ah, Stone Beast makes sense. Anyway, Pocket Dragon. I have my reasons. What was I trying to do? Ah, it's like down, okay. Sorry, got distracted looking at other things again. Oh no, I want tree, not whatever. Flame, tree, stone. Anyway, okay, so you've got flame, stone, and beast right now. Regenerate. Spur. Okay, we're gonna have to give you a water, but that'll be good. So what do you recommend? Okay, I currently have equipped to you Flame Naga, right, which was the thing. That's the only thing we have equipped that's fire. So if we were to swap that out for something water instead. Also, I don't know why I took it. It'll weaken our stuff, which is sad. We do that one, then it won't be too bad. up, I guess. We'll see. Why did I want to do that again? Oh, for the snake blaster, right. Okay. Brain. Okay, so something, go find a cave, I guess. We've already been down here. It was just in the future with Jenny. Okay. We dueling? Nope, that's where they can't be figured. I really need to give you a tree. I'll figure it out in a second. Haha, that was awesome looking. Alright, can't flame out again. Totally geared beast. There he goes. Aha. Aha. I guess. I guess this might be a different cave. Because the future cave we went to was full of stretches. Other stuff was full of roots and things. Come on, dead end. Stop being garbage. Hey, we found a what? Found house guard. Ah, it's a shield. A shell fragment type shield. I was trying to go to the menu again. I keep forgetting that menus just drop out entirely like that. Oh no, stunned. Aha! They were meant for each other. They're already comboing. Alrighty. Now then. I had the sudden consideration. I was like, you know, I might as well, I can just switch you over to having a shield as well. Because we're really not using spears with you at all. And now we will give you some kind of tree. Which way? It's a skeleton! Come on, that was supposed to have, like, you know, treasure in it. Man! Rich. There for slaughtering. Yeah, okay. Can't say I'm that surprised. But now, I can fucking tornado blade you. Defend yourself all you want. Get out of here. Good things. So I realize yet again, what are you guys doing? Got going on? You're a commander. What does commander do again? Attack party, evade and recovery, that's fine. And you're a counter. Aims for a counter attack. Neat. On the other hand, support. Rude. Yeah, that's what you get, you friggin' housekeeper. Housekeepers just keep jumping in from nowhere. How dare. Got 3 more fossil swords left. Ha! It's an lava shield. I guess I'll keep that. Can evade melee, ranged, and ace attacks. Yeah, it's super good at evasion. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Fucking housekeepers. Yeah, I clicked it wrong. But I guess this way Diana also gets stuff. Cross slash. By getting stunned. You can't dissolve her, she's got a shield. And this will be our last fossil sword. Hey, blue water. Blue water is dumb and weak. Let's put on a screamer. Aha. Ah, it's an fossil dagger. I guess I'll keep that. And then we'll have to fight this guy. Ah, yes, the gelatinous bloob. It's a silly looking sword. Yeah, okay. I mean, you were just so eager. Oh dear, it's a skeleton, man. Rich, do the thing. Yeah, that's it. That thing where you get looked at and then everything hurts. Aha. You bitch. Ooh, that's a big fancy one. Or an older fancy one. Oh, you went before me. Didn't survive, though. Ah, it's a skeleton. Who would have guessed if the one just kind of sitting in the way of everything totally... fight his team, sure, why not? Was totally going to give us trouble. And not be, you know, items. Really, it's just you. Well, in that case, darn me, by the way. Right, can't do... those things or whatever. Aha, you fool. Aha, you fool. Aha, you fool. Hi. Well, don't you seem like a problem. Rude. Rude. Awesome. Alright, everyone, do the thing until we get regenerates going on, everyone. Regenerate. Regenerate. Yeah, that was pretty heavy. Okay, back to her. It's iffy, but we'll still do the thing. Do it that way. No, don't cry. Fuck you! Yeah, you deserve that for that bitch movie you just pulled. Oh, he's gone. Okay, then. Oh, we're... just go this way, I guess. That's straight up an actual cutscene. Oh no. Ah, it's Endbone Breastplate. I guess I'll keep that. I can go this way. This is a new path, I think. Oh, I've hit the jackpot. I can get about 1,000 chips for this thing. Yeah, we'll save. Continue so we can to cast a rainbow. There's a water tower that irrigated the dry land during the era of an ancient empire. Sure. Gustav Stronghold. Nothing. Insect Megalith. The places. It is. I had a feeling it would be another Rich one. After all, Rich is not dead, and Jenny hasn't been born. Anyhow, as we often do with, who's that stronghold again? Wherever it went. Probably over here. Nope. Oh, it was in Range Relia. Yeah, right. Anyway, as we often do with these here, especially considering everything is the dungeon run quests now, more or less. We are going to call it a little bit early because I'm tired and I would like to just end on this map rather than ending in the middle of a dungeon. But yeah, a lot was indeed done. Many runs, many people learned and met, and I thought Eleanor was going to be the important person, not this one guy who's just, he was just kind of in the party. How foolish am I suppose. It is SaGa, after all. And, of course, also, if I had paid attention to the fact that he's Will Knights, then I would have realized, oh, right. Oh. But, yeah, so, anyway. Hope y'all had fun. I did. And I will see you the next time. And fun stuff.